the company's full of great people, and that's one of the main things I look for when I choose where I want to work. My name is Zin, and I work at Sanford as a production manager. Well, essentially my job is to grow fish as well as possible, so that's basically being as efficient as I can be with the feed, and then also grow the fish as quickly as we can. That entails a whole range of things around sort of what feed we purchase for each separate pen of fish, and then how we deliver the feed. Basically, my job's quite sort of data driven, and providing communication back to the rest of the wider company. Well, I grew up sort of dairy farming, but loved the water and went to university for marine biology, so I did that for 3 years, and then out of that I didn't really know what I wanted to do, but my boss here, who actually didn't work here at the time, worked at a different company, needed just an aquaculture technician on the salmon farm, so I called him up, and the next day he sort of invited me out to the farm to do an interview, and then I interviewed him that day and he offered me a job, and I've been salmon farming ever since. Well, I'm fairly fresh, so I've only been here a year, but I kind of developed my career outside of Sanford into this position, so I moved diagonally, I suppose you could say, into the production manager role. But since I have been here, they've been very supportive around sort of giving me any development I need. It's a beautiful place to work, honestly. I love it here. Great team, great people. For me, salmon farming, it's a very varied job. So, I'm not doing the same thing all the time. I'm looking at a lot of different things going on and thinking about a lot of different things. So I'm currently on a shift role quite often to get people here. There's not a big sort of community around Stewart Island. So of course, Stewart Island, just for Sanford to employ the amount of people they need to employ, you have to quite often offer shift positions, which I'm currently doing. So currently I work on a 8 on 6 off roster. So I spend, 8 days every fortnight on the island. And the island's great. It really I had a misconception of Stewart Island before I came. I thought it was sort of an old fishing village in the middle, down the bottom of New Zealand, but it's a beautiful place. The bird life is stunning, the beaches are stunning. And there's a real community feel. So like, you go to the pub or the supermarket and everyone knows you by name. So that's something I really enjoy. One piece of advice I would give would be to give it a chance. I never thought I would move into fish farming until I did it, and I've been here ever since, so that kind of says something. And then the same thing with Stewart Island. It's a beautiful part of the country. It's the average New Zealander really doesn't get down here, which is a bit of a shame because it's so stunning to be here as a tourist, but especially to work here. It's lovely.